Hi, my name's Barry. Welcome to the channel. I'm a retired electrician after 40 years, and I took up quilting as a hobby in retirement. Um, this is the last day of 2025. I thought I'd do a little recap on all the quilts that I'm working on right now and tell you the status of things that I want to work on in 2026. Along with, we're going to do a button club video today. So if you've never seen that before, stick around. And if you want to become a member, it's really simple. All you got to do is send in a clothing button and tell us a favorite hobby or goal that you have or a memory. And we will add you to what we call the Memory Makers Button Club. We're getting there. We're about a third of the way there. So we got plenty of room for you. So let's start with some quilts that I'm working on. The first one here, I bought this one in the right around Halloween, and I procrastinated and never finished it, but I did. I got it finished. It's got some hocus pocus here. And then the thing I liked about this one, well, I didn't like, I tried these 60-degree angles. That thing was a little bit more difficult than I thought. I quilted it, and I'm getting better on my binding. So I was pretty happy with that one. This one's going to my daughter, even though I'll tell her it's for Halloween next year. I didn't I didn't procrastinate. I was just really early. I made this throw. It is called the pattern is called Starbound. Let's see. It's called Starbound. And is that the right way? Maybe it goes this way. It goes this way. The pattern calls for stars, big stars, appliqued stars here. I had this fabric and I thought I'd try it, but I don't care for it, so I'm probably going to applique some stars on there. Another thing is this pattern comes out a little bit wider than your fabric yard. So I had bought 2 yards of backing for this, thinking that it would fit, and it doesn't. So I'm going to split it, and maybe I'll do a video on how you do that to make it grow a little bit more. And I've been working on this potato chip quilt that I've started. These are 9 inches, 8.5 finished. I figured I'm going to do a throw, which is about 60 inches long by about 45 inches wide. I think I'm going to need 35 of these, and right now I have 15. So if I make about 2 a day, and about 10 days, I can have that top done. So, just a little at a time. I was going to start on my Sunbonnet Sue quilt, but my embroidery machine, the cutter, has been acting up. So I took it into the quilt shop yesterday to have it serviced. So hopefully that thing can be fixed in pretty fast, and that I can get that Sunbonnet Sue quilt done. So as soon as I finish my potato chip block up, I got to quilt my flag quilt. I'm going to start my wedding ring. I've been promising to do that. I have the fabric. I have everything I need to get started on it. So probably right after the potato chip block, I'll probably start on the wedding ring quilt. So like I said, let's start the Memory Makers Button Club. And, along the way, I'll tell a few jokes like, I used to be against facial hair, but it grew on me. So get you a cup of coffee, a soda, some water, sit back, and let's read some viewer mail and welcome some new members to the Memory Makers Button Club, shall we? All right, I'm opening up this session of the Memory Makers Button Club. And like I said, if you want to become a member, all you have to do is send a close button, just like the one you wear on your shirt. It can be new, used, old, whatever, just as long as it reflects a memory or a goal that you have. We put you in the Memory Makers button jar and you become a lifetime member. That's that simple. So today I got this really nice little card. It is from Jan from Lumberton, North Carolina. And just remember, I'm going to be at QuiltCon, so I hope to see you guys there. Let me know if you're going to go in February. But anyways, Jan writes, "Hello, Barry. I collect old mother of pearl buttons. All I know about this button is that it, however long it has been a button, it was a shell before that. I think they're beautiful. I enjoy your channel. I'm not a quilter, but I'm an artsy, crafty person who does a lot of other crafts. Best wishes, Jan in Lumberton, North Carolina." Well, Jan and everybody else, you don't need to quilt to become a member of the Memory Makers Button Club. All you need to do is send a button in. So if any of you don't even quilt or don't even do any kind of crafts, just send a button in. You can become a member. So let's take a look at this button. And it is she says this used to be a shell. That's pretty neat button right there. So, Jan, I'm going to save these to the end, but Jan, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. And thank you for the card. And it says, I don't think it says what it is, but it's a nice looking tree. All right, let's see what else we have here. This one is from my friend Pat in Marblehead, Massachusetts. Let's see what Pat sent. And I should plan these better. I always say that. This is a really nice little button here. Let's put that there. And Pat sent, looks like a bunch of salvage pieces here on the front of the card, which is pretty neat. Yeah. So let's see. I'll make sure I didn't drop anything. This is the history. Evidently, this is the Dorset button. It says, like a number of heritage crafts and skills, information was passed down from generation to generation. The Dorset button industry was no exception. However, we do know that this cottage industry affected the lives of hundreds of families in Dorset for more than 200 years. And she gives a link to a website here. So maybe I'll put that link down in the description here. It says if you're interested in more information on it. So take a look at that button right there. It says, "Hi Barry, been watching for some time and kept looking for a button from so many I have, but then decided I'd make you one. It's the only one I've ever made, a Dorset button, special like you." Thank you very much. Tried to find teal, your favorite color, but didn't have it. This came close, so I thought I'd live on the edge. Salvage edge and send it off. Thank you for all the joy you bring. My Dorset isn't perfect, but neither am I. I hope this brings you a little joy in return. Joy and happiness always, Pat. P.S. It would be great to meet you one day, but I don't live close by. Stay healthy. Well, like I said, Pat, Massachusetts. I'll be up that way. I loved going up there. So anyways, yeah, but this is all, I don't know if you can see it, but these are all salvage ends pieces that she's put on there. And let's take a look at this Dorset button that she made. That's a cute, I don't even know how that's a skill just to get all of it done. Thank you, Pat. And Pat, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. And thank you. Thank you for the card. I keep all these cards, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited about all the quilt shows that are going to go on this year. Uh, so many quilts to make. Oh, look what we have here. Let's read. Let's read this card. This is from Caroline in Edmond, Oklahoma. It says, Dear Barry, thank you for your YouTube channel. I told my husband he should quilt, and we found you. I quilted I quilted 1 year, then COVID hit, and the cottage bed and breakfast we built became so busy I stopped. Then November of 2021, we retired. I was 70, my husband was 75. Before we built the bed and breakfast, we were both in education. Therefore, that's what I figured with all the little school days button and the apple. Um, I taught preschool through doctoral students. My teaching areas were music and educational administration. I was also a principal and worked in central office. The buttons I sent were from my elementary days. I planned to put them on clothing but never did. They show the joy of the majority of my time in education. Buttons meaning, I believe each child is special. Number one, kid button. That every day in school should focus on learning. School days button. So I think we're going to put this in order like that. School days button. Let's see, I lost my place. And I did receive apples and apple gifts throughout my entire career. The apple button. I'm returning to quilting again after a 3-year absence. You have learned so much in a short amount of time. It's inspiring. Keep up the good work and keep sharing. Blessings, Carolyn from Edmond, Oklahoma. Carolyn, I hope that your husband decides to quilt. You know, at our age, I figure this. I don't care what people think. It's a relaxing hobby that I enjoy. I love creating stuff that, I've done things in the last year with quilts that I never thought I was even able to do. So tell him to at least have him help you cut out some stuff. That's a good start. That's like the hole, if you hang around the hole, you'll fall in. have him help you cut. But anyways, look at all these nice buttons. So there's your number one button, the school days, and the apple button representing all the apples she got. And so, Carolyn from Edmond, Oklahoma, thank you, and welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Let's see, we'll do one more, and then we will take a break here for a second. I'll get you another joke in. And I think we got about 3 more to do after this one here. This is from my friend Paula. Let's see. Barry, how do you have so many friends? If you subscribe to this channel, you're my friend. But Paula comments a lot, and I appreciate it. And so does Pat, by the way. So, just like a little heart, and it says peace on it with some flowers, like a vine. Goes all the way down on the backside. It says best wishes, Paula in Oklahoma. Is that right? So, Pat, you're close to, or Paula, you're close to Pat. Wishing you peace, harmony, and happiness. Merry Christmas and happy quilting. Hi, Barry. Congratulations on your first anniversary. We are so proud of your progress. We retired, need to keep busy and be purposeful. Here's to 200 charity quilts in 2026. Wow, that'll be a goal. 200 charity quilts in 2026. That's an awesome goal. And Paula, I really appreciate you. Let's take a look at your button. It's, let me see what it says here. Oh, it says handmade with love. There you go. Well, Paula from, I know it's Oklahoma. Oh, did I say Oklahoma? Sorry. Omaha, Nebraska. That's so sort of close. I don't know how I got Omaha, Oklahoma for some reason. Omaha, Nebraska. Anyways, there you go. Thank you, Paula, and welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Give me a second, and I will be right back. As soon as I get this in there. Okay, we're back. I used to be a baker, but I didn't make enough dough. That's a joke. I never was a baker. I can't hardly cook at all. But our next letter comes from a friend of mine. She's been a long-term subscriber from Australia, Desley. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but Desley sent me some really nice coasters of a kangaroo and a koala. Those are very nice timber coasters. And let's look at the buttons that she sent. Yeah, she's been a subscriber almost since day one, or actually day one, so I appreciate it. Let's look at all the buttons that she sent. There we go. And I'm sorry it's taken so long to do another, I think it's been like 2 months since I've done a Memory Makers Button Club, because we just haven't had people sending in buttons. So link down below will be the address that you can mail your button in and you can join. But Desley sends this really nice cute card of a koala with some flowers there. I don't know what this is, but that's very pretty. It says, "Hi Barry, I've been watching your channel from day one. I'm amazed how much you have achieved in your short quilting journey. Love your jokes, watching what you do each video. My best friend Sonia, I would love to join your Memory Makers Button Club. The bear button is called a koala, which is one of our native animals. The dog-shaped one is called a dingo." Oh. Oh, okay, on the buttons here. I was looking at the coasters. Okay, so that's a dingo and that's a koala. The other two represents our love of sewing. So that's a sewing machine and the heart. We enjoy hearing the other club member stories about their buttons. Keep it coming, Barry. Love from your Aussie followers, Desley and Sonia, XOXO. P.S. Hope you like the timber coasters. I love these timber coasters. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Desley and Sonia from Australia, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Thank you. And I will put these, I will protect these and love these and use these. So thank you. And I love your card too, by the way. And like I said, I have had your card for a while. I just, like I said, wanted to make sure we got enough to make a video. So I apologize. It's all everybody else's fault that never sent a button in. So let's get on it. All right, let's see here. Can you tell I'm doing this for the first time here? All right. Let me see what this says. Rich man. Poor man. Those are unique. Not seen those before. Let's see. This is from Opal, my friend Opal. And where's Opal lives? Opal lives in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And I got that right. Today it's Oklahoma. So today's an Oklahoma, Nebraska day, evidently. Hi, Barry. I am finally getting around to sending my buttons for the Button Club. So many things have been happening in my life these past few months, and I haven't had the energy to send them. Anyway, here they are finally. There are two that I have bought in bulk with a bunch of other buttons, but these stood out and I want you to have them. I'm sorry I don't have one that says Beggar Man. I thoroughly enjoy watching your videos. You are a real inspiration to me. Anyway, keep on doing what you do. Take care, Opal. P.S. I had bought these buttons over 30 years ago when I was living in Texas. I bought the buttons by the pound. Well, Opal, thank you very much for the buttons. I appreciate it. Poor Man and Rich Man. And it reminds me of that book, Rich Man, Poor Man, Rich Dad, something like that. Opal, welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club. Sorry, I'm messing that up. But give me one more. I see I got two more to go. And, well, maybe we can do this one. And then we'll do one more. Yeah. Oh, this isn't really a button, but this is from my friend Hadley. And she sent me a Sunbonnet Sue booklet. You know, if you know me, I love teal, and I think that she sent me a teal card, and I love Sunbonnet Sues. So, like I said, hopefully my embroidery machine gets finished, and we can get that Sunbonnet Sue quilt. She put a big thank you, really nice, pretty card. She writes, found this at a thrift store and thought you might enjoy it. Keep being awesome, Hadley. And you don't have to do what you do, give what you give, or be there like you are. But you do it anyway, and you're all awesome because of it. Your quilting friend, Hadley. And Hadley is from Festus, Missouri. So, Hadley, thank you very much. I appreciate that book. I'm gonna try to start embellishing my Sunbonnet Sue, so I might get some ideas out of this. So, thank you. All right, give me a second. We got one more to go, and I think I got one more joke for you. So, I'll be right back. All right, we got one more button to do, and we got one more joke. And the joke is, why do cows have hooves? Because they lactose. They lactose. Anyways, my friend Bev, I met for the first time at the Cincinnati Sewing and Quilt Expo. And she gave me this large gift basket of stuff. And I wanted to show you what she gave me. She gave me this nice shirt, which will come in handy this winter, and a whole bunch of fabric. So we'll have to see what we can make with this. Very appreciative of all the fabric. Like lots of little tags. I don't know if you can see them, but let's see if I can pull one out. Can you see that? They say handmade, and some metal little things that say handmade on there. Oh, and a cute little thing of fabric. Ain't that cute? But what I like best is this bowl that she made. She's the one that got me turned on to rope bowls. And I'm telling you what, this is heavy duty quality made. And this will come in useful. And this is sort of Christmassy, but still, I'll put this here somewhere in the sewing room, and we'll use that. So, Bev, thank you very much. Oh, and look at this. I could almost use this as a stocking. All I know is it's really warm and cuddly. So let's look at her buttons. Her buttons, she said, and I got her to send me a text of what it was. This is, the buttons are from my grandmother. I inherited them after she passed in 1986. Only special people get a project made with my grandmother's buttons. And you know what, Bev? I I think these are fantastic buttons. You picked out some good ones there. Awesome. So Bev is right here in Ohio near me. Welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club, and thank you all. And so I'm making sure I don't leave a button in there. Let's add you all to the Memory Makers Button Club. I'm a little bit out of practice today because it's been a while, so make sure you send your buttons in. So for everybody that submitted buttons today, thank you very much, and welcome to the Memory Makers Button Club again, and I appreciate it. And as I always say, after health, but before wealth, there's memories. So go out, get a friend, a family member, go out and make memories today, and I will see you later. Bye.